Here comes your first buddy now.
What's up, guy?
Whoa, Chief. How about you watch where you're walking here?
How about you pay attention to where you're standing, asshole?
Hi, Cord. You been painting lately, Cord?
You just parked that cute little terrier of yours right here.
You know, enough, shore leave.
I don't know if your microphone or something is broken, but I can't understand anything.
Sorry, it's probably the way my earbud was positioned. Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine.
Wee. Cord, you haven't been painting. How do you breathe? Dylan can't breathe without those paint fumes in his nose.
There's no paint and fumes. I looked at the today or yesterday. I looked at my compressor. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I have that thing. I don't even know where I don't even know if I can find my airbrushes if I look. Cord, I get it, man. I know exactly what you mean. Some days you're just like, oh god, I don't want to deal with this. Just do what I do and have a ton of people waiting on you. And then, you know.
Look at that beautiful native he painted for me, though. Like, I'm super excited to play natives now because Dylan painted this spectacular leader.
I think I've just learned over the years that I don't have to put as much effort into feet because my basing always just covers it up.
That's healthy. I mean, that's a good use of your time, babe. Honestly, I'm not sure I have ever seen you actively base a model, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's
the whole process.
It's one of my favorite things, that's for sure. I will say, anybody that puts a lot of time into basing, it will 100% up your game.
Up your visuals. I don't know if it's gonna make your dice rolls any better.
Well, I've given up on that, so. Yeah, something you can always do with your touch. Yeah. So some of the ones that have been coming out lately are a lot bigger. So what I do is I'll sometimes just chop them up that way that fit. One of the big issues with B and Blood and Plunder is that the bases are just so small. So it's like, especially when you have games where everybody's on like a really big base, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with basing.
We can't see your model. You moved it out of the camera. Thanks, babe.
But as I say, what, bases and faces? That's how to up your game.
Faces are hard for a lot of people
Yeah.
that don't own micropens. If you are struggling with your eyes, invest in some micropens, my dear.
Make a world of difference.
I mean, it goes from making your models look like bug-eyed weirdos to normal human beings.
Actually, it's funny you say that, Cord. Kara was saying something similar yesterday or something. They must have snuck a stream in, because I know that there was...
Yeah, they snuck something in. I had like a 10 stream streak.
There was a point in the recent past where Dan tried to...
Always fucking Dan.
Do a stream of something or another, and it messed up.
Was 3 seconds long, probably.
Yeah, he got on and he was on there for like 5 minutes, and he realized his internet couldn't take it, and he just stopped the stream, and it ruined everybody's streaks. And there were some people who were actually legitimately pissed off.
This isn't the first time that Dan has done that. That's annoying.
This
is not the first time that Dan has done that.
Alright, so...
I don't really care about my streaks. Some people do.
I am doing a native here. We're going to do a little bit of like jungle-y type basing. So this is actually something I don't usually always appreciate the things that Jesse made me do sometimes. But he did make me aware of these like tropical leaf basing things.
Ooh, I love those. Yeah, those are pretty good.
You can get these from Gamergrass. These are pretty good, honestly. I was kind of a bit wary of them at the beginning.
They come out better than they look.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Like when you get them like positioned and glued on, they look real nice.
And again, because these bases are so small, you can't really do a whole lot with it. You know, being on the whatever island this guy's on, I don't know what tribe he is. You know, I'm not. I let them make their own decisions.
He's a native. He's a native.
I don't choose for him. So
he's a freebooter. He goes wherever he wants.
So what I do is I take the leaf and then I just fold it in half because they're really bendy. They're like kind of plasticky.
It gives more dimension. Yeah.
They look like
gives them more dimension when you do that.
For gluing down the model. I can see that. I don't think I would ever do that personally, just because that's just not the way I do it. Not to say that's a bad idea. Anyway, so yeah, I fold it in half like that, and then I just find a spot to stick it, and it looks pretty good. What were you saying, Carol? I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was just like cheering you on. It wasn't important.
And something that I think is always a good idea with these tiny little things like this is I stick glue on the stem, and then I will zip kick the base. That way, it doesn't matter what it sticks to, it'll just stay there. I know everybody has some kind of opinion about zip kicker.
I think it's the best thing ever made.
It is not a smell that has ever bothered me, but there's some people out there who get really...
Oh, I do hate the smell. The smell is just insane. It hurts my soul on multiple levels, but it's worth it for what it accomplishes.
Yeah.
Ew, you love the smell of it, Cord? Ew.
Again, I don't know if I like the smell. I'm just very neutral about it. I'm just like, it's fine. It doesn't bother me, but...
You're like really neutral about smells, period, though. Like...
We have some locals who get upsetty spaghetti if you spray it anywhere near them.
I hate the smell, but I have accommodated myself to deal with it. Because Dr.D is a lot. I like him. He's cute.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I've probably emptied this thing must be 4 or 5 times, and I got a really big jug of it just to refill it. It's here somewhere. Again, I'm not sure I would say I love the smell.
But I can't pretend to know what you're going through right now, but you let go, okay? Thank you.
I like the
need
smell of
anything,
gasoline,
you
Ford.
know to look
Like,
to.
I love the smell of gasoline.
Someone
Like, it's
else.
unhealthy how much I like the smell.
I don't usually go quite this big on the basing for models this size, but this is going to be piece of promotional material. So
I don't drink the gas. No.
don't drink gasoline. It's bad.
The other thing I was like wildly addicted to the scent of was like rubber cement, but also I was addicted to spreading the rubber cement on like the little like screwy part of the jar. I would like paint the rubber cement all around the little like screwy part of the jar. And then I'd screw it down and then it would dry and it would be like rubbery sticky things. And I loved pulling that off of like the That's how you entertain yourself sometimes when you're homeschooled. No, I wasn't that person, but probably only because nobody gave me the idea.
I'm gonna. I have to spray this model because I gotta do a bunch of pictures for it for an article for tomorrow. So hold on 1 second, I'll be right back.
Be right back. Do the right back screen. He totally didn't do the right back. So now you guys just get to listen to me because he didn't even like do the right back screen. Into addiction of what, T Hill? What am I addicted to? Please tell me. Oh, glue and gasoline. It wasn't a very fun descent. I was homeschooled, so I didn't get a lot of options.
So thanks to Chris, I'm now the owner of
A lot of ships.
the French.
So, T Hill is Chris?
Yes.
T Hill is Chris. Chris, so the thing about my upbringing is that I was homeschooled, so I was very sheltered. And if I had to go to a corner on a street and buy drugs, I probably would talk to the undercover cop. So I don't have a lot of street cred. That's all I'm letting you know, Chris. I just don't have a lot of street cred. I need you to understand
that. Anyway, so because of that, I knew French was coming. I didn't think it was going to be tomorrow, but
quite this soon.
I was thinking it was going to be January or February. I was getting some stuff ready. So with Rum and Bones, they have a French faction called
Put your hand behind her. She's yeah.
It's called La Sanguine Russa, which I believe is It's like the Red Bruise, I think is what it's called.
Penguin.
Le Bryce Sanguine. So anyway, they're called the Red Bruise. So in that game, you can play the French faction, and one of the Kickstarter things for that game, at least when they did, I think it might have been Second Wave or Second Tide or whatever their like redo was called. Anyway, so they had a French lady that was specific to the expansion. It's a great looking model. I mean, it's kind of shiny here, but it's obscenely priced, and you can only get it with people who are selling the big bundles. So I was lucky enough to see one it was like going for like $15 or something. I was like, I'll take that before that goes away. I bought it.
It's not showing up great on the screen, but guys, it is an amazing model. The hat is really great.
It's okay. I mean, it's fine. It'll look better after, like, with a paint job. It looks a little flat. Obviously, it's very, like, glossy. Actually,
what's the size? Can you, like, put a Blood and Plunder base against that base? I just want to see what the difference is. Like up the against the bottom of that base. Oh yeah, it's a big difference. Big difference. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that Menoth was coming back. I actually was kind of excited about that. Have fun. Tell me if she's Veronica or Betty.
Aww. Don't read to her. I hope she's Veronica.
Manifest Square. Hi, Lomar. You still playing Titanfall?
You're still dead to me, Wilmar. No birthday for you. I'm still angry. I don't remember what about, but you made me angry last night, and I'm still angry today.
Anyway, so what I like to do with the Roman Bone models, they're fantastic models. They're a little big for Blood and Plunder, but that's the great thing about humans is that we, could be different sizes. Please focus for the love of Christ.
It is a struggle tonight, isn't it? There it is.
So.
Oh no.
So they're a little big, not a huge deal, but what I'll do.
There it is.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop off this base and I'm going to just put it on a square. Or on a, not a square. We're going to be talking squares later. On a circle. Anyway, so, yeah, there you go. Played Titanfall 2 earlier. I am sorting tokens now. Probably not old enough to read Dungeon Crawler. Yeah, no, I think both of his kids are old enough to read, I think.
They like to be read to at night. That's sweet.
Yeah, he really enjoys it.
My kid used to let me read music history to him.
Yeah, I forget how. I forget how old his kids are. I know they're roaming around like the being 8 years old range.
That's a good age. It's right before they start hating you.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, have they announced what they're doing? Like, it seems like all the factions are going through like some kind of change. Have they talked about what's going on with Menoth?
Like, I'm gonna hang up, guys, and just listen to the stream. Good night.
Good night. What was I gonna say? Yeah, because is Fiora like in charge? Because I know she became like a god of wrath or whatever. She became the Archon of like being pissed off. Dungeon Crawler Carl is not for kids. It would be an R-rated movie with the amount of blood and adult humor. No, I don't think they're at that age. I heard, because I did hear that Menoth was coming, but they haven't really come up with anything. I'm assuming you posted it in the show Discord. Yeah, Fiora was definitely one of my favorites. I'm a simple man. I like simple things because I'm a simpleton. Where did you post it? just saw and posted the article, which oh, you probably put it in well, the War Machine thing. I got somebody messaging me about what I said last stream and veteran freebooters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I noticed that the big warjacks are coming back too, like Behemoth and like Thunderhead and all that stuff. On the heel of Kithgard. Yeah, the super heavy jacks. No, about veteran freebooters. He's saying like he was saying that he wants to bring veteran freebooters to a tournament just because I said they weren't very good. Was a new Gorman to Wolf? Shit. Look at this guy. He's got a damn bazooka. Shit. Yeah, I did see that the super heavies are coming back. I haven't really been playing the new edition just because I've only got really one person to play it with, but I like it. I think it's good. I'm glad they got rid of facings. That's kind of nice. I'm just bad at that in general, but anyway, yeah, Mr. Native is done. I'm gonna send a picture to the powers that be, and hopefully get things a cracking. I think he came out really good. He came out pretty well. I admit the club, I was a little confused on what to do with that, but came, you know, it's fine. Everything's fine. Fine. That's pretty cool. It's a big old boy. Alright, so yeah, what are we doing for this stream? I'm going to put this on the correct size base so that she can be ready for the Frenching that's about to happen. And then we're going to paint a bunch of stanky Nurgle boys. Oh, I love that stank. They said something about one the size of a bowling ball or something nut. Jesus Christ. There's that. Well, the dragon was in there. Hold on. We gotta get. I'm getting into a discussion with somebody who's attacking the way I see things. Yes. Because even the first couple ones that they released, because I had the Crix one, the like giant ghost robot snake thing or whatever the hell that was. It's one of those models that as I'm cleaning up, I'll be like moving stuff or whatever, and I'll bump into it and be like, oh yeah, look at this, I still have this thing. I never did get rid of it. Nobody wanted it. That thing was so bad. God, it was bad. Dude, the fact that, like, Legion of Everblight got a friggin' dragon, that model was sick. I don't think I'm gonna go back to Menoth, though. I might, like, maybe paint it or something, but I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to get 2 armies for every game anymore, unless it's a game about boats and pirates and stuff. See? I gave myself an out before anybody attacked me. And, I'm happy with what I got for Signar. I really dig the Storm people, which I haven't bought yet, and, I think the Gravedigger stuff is just really cool. I was a big fan of Trenchers, like, back in the day. Like, I really loved the look of that World War I thing, which I don't think comes as a surprise to anybody. I kind of got a thing, you know? I got a thing. Yeah, I'll have to paint something War Machine on here pretty soon. I did Kane, and I was getting ready to do the Black 13, which are so much better than the old versions of their models. Like, oh my god. What a massive difference. It's true. I love World War I history. I just think it's one of the most interesting times in human history, and we just don't talk about it. Like, everybody thinks trench warfare, but it was so much more. There was, like, so much other stuff going on. Like, the Lawrence of Arabia stuff, I think is just super interesting. The fall of empires that happened, nobody ever talks about that unless you're... Because, like, you know, when most people think about that, they're like, World War II, they're like, I think most people like World War II stuff because stuff like the old Medal of Honor games and stuff, they're just like, yeah, you know, there were cool games and blah, blah, blah. You know, that kind of evoked the imagination, shall we say. And I just don't think World War I has really had that much coverage, you know? So, I think there's a lot of, I just think that there's a lot that we could learn from it. Chris was nice enough to actually lend me a book about the interwar politics behind after World War I. And it's really quite interesting. I find that stuff endlessly fascinating. Because I'm a big, stupid idiot. And nobody wants to hang out with me. I don't love Woodrow Wilson. You can't make me say it. Here's the fun thing, Mr. Walmar. I've decided that while you're learning your faction, I will be learning a new faction as well. I didn't even get a blank read live, buddy. Did yesterday, but was beat. Which game? For Fun Plunder. So I'm trying French. This is no name, no game. No games yesterday! Jesus. Anyway, Chris, are we still playing Blood and Plunder tomorrow? If we are... do you need me to bring anything for you? Like, specifically. I do have a rather large ball of marineros here. The Spanish sailors. No. Oh, those sacre bleu. Like, do you need a boat or anything? I say a rather large stack. I have. There's 12. Oh, by the way, Wilmar, you'll be happy to know, since I have relieved Chris of his French models, there were 8 Dutch people. there were 8 Dutch sailors in the lot. I can play that list I played at the tournament. Oh, you want me to bring you English again then? Sure. I can do that. Did you, because you bought the stuff, right? Sure. I don't think, well, Chris, I mean, he doesn't have enough time to play a lot of stuff, but if he ever wants to play with us, he could just play his French. I'll bring it. See? 8 Dutch sailors. I mean, that's the fun thing, is he gets the best of both worlds. He gets the payment and he gets to use it pretty much whenever he wants, because he's probably playing it with me around anyway. He's a master deal maker. Okay, I could bring that. I don't think I have to oh, I gotta meet Chris. Yeah, so I gotta, okay. I just gotta make sure I got everything ready. I'll make sure everything is ready and ready to get packed before I go to bed. So I gotta meet Chris at the store early tomorrow. By the way, everything's working out for the business buy. I think the lease thing is under control. I've been filling out paperwork. People have just been sending me stuff. I fill it out. No problems. It's been beyond weird. I wouldn't even say it's the paperwork part. It's just been the people part of it. But that's right. My boy Chris, also Chris, is also a previous business owner. I was taking account of all the potential hobby projects for next year. The list got too long for something had to be axed. Sorry, guilty. Yeah, that's fine. Not quite the... You still got a couple more years before that gets invented. I was talking... Yeah, what are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do next year? Or what are you thinking, Chris? I just thought it was hilarious that you had Zeldins. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, by the way, this is something I was going to bring up when I was talking about it before. Anyway, so I got this model, and it was a part of Kickstarter thing, and it came with these tiny little cannons. Look at how cute the tiny little cannon is. These are probably actually supposed to be cannonades, because they're supposed to be like little mortar cannon. They're kind of like howitzers, I guess, more than anything. It's like a cannon howitzer. But look how tiny they are! I what I said. When I opened it and I saw these, I was like, holy shit, these are adorable. And they have little Davy Joneses. Little Davy Jones heads holding the bottom of the cannon. Yeah, I was like, holy shit, these are the cutest things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a chibi cannon! Yay! It's amazing. So, I wonder if I can get more of these. I would totally use these as light guns. Because, I mean, that's a medium, right? Like, look at that thing. This is the guy versus the guy that she tells you not to worry about. It's a chibi cannon. Hooray! Amazing. Anyway, I saw that and I was like, holy crap, this is incredible. People need to know. Anyway, what did you want to hear about? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, oh, yeah. Yep. What did you want to hear about, Chris? Oh, the biz life?
I came to say goodnight. Good night, everybody. Love you.
They love the... So, they describe this as a chibi cannon. That's exactly what it is.
It is a chibi cannon. They are right.
I need more of them. I need thousands of them.
Okay, guys, get on eBay and look for the chibi cannon.
Give me chibi cannon.
Stocking stuffers this year.
Can you do me a favor? Put this on my stuff downstairs so I don't lose it. Sleep tight.
Did you get your voter registration changed?
I couldn't find the voter part of the website.
Okay, I'll look for you tomorrow.
I did try, but like I said, I couldn't find it.
You might have updated your license. There's just a checkbox at the end to update your voter, but it's clearly not updated if you got called for.
I don't.
So you can just go to the website or call the number tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of it.
Jury duty, but we gotta use your pick.
You're more stressed out about this than anyone else on the earth.
Jury duty and voting is important.
Yeah. I'll just go to jury. Yeah, I got a jury duty summons today. And went to my old location, and the date on it is. It did say, maybe it said December 3rd. I was just thinking, I was thinking it said November 3rd. Oh, well, whatever. One's black too. Anyway, yeah, actually there's really not a whole lot to tell. I kind of gave you a little bit of an appraisal last time you were here. We were having problems getting a person that was willing to let us take a spot to move the business because we have to wait until we actually get the. I wish that like you could call in and be like, I play Silver. If only that was how this worked. I play Silver. They don't understand like we do, you know. They don't understand. Anyway, I gotta find my Dark Jade. So, yeah. So we were doing. We were having problems like trying to pick an actual place to move the place to, and they. At this point, I think they've just resigned. They're like, okay, fine, just take the space when you get it, because I can't pay them until I get the money from the loan, and it goes back and forth. So, you know, this goes through, and then, it's all working. So, yeah, and then the IRS wasn't open, so that was like a whole factor. And you know, now that that's remedied, I think as of today, I think they opened back up fully today. I think. We're not going to talk politics, but I will just say I don't agree with what happened. I'll just put it that way. But anyway. Anyway, so yeah, we're painting Warriors of Chaos. I'm probably going to play Old World at Everwinter because it's the game there that I know how to play and, well, sort of. I'm not very good, but I don't know. It's a game it's a narrative event, so I can share it at least, I guess. And yeah, so I did do a test model. This is the champion for the Chaos unit. So these are the Stank boys. This is gonna be Jarl Stank ass, because he loves Nurgle and Nurgle loves him. As you can see, I did do some modifications on that giant gap that was on his back, so hopefully that'll do well. But I think an entire unit painted like that, I think that looked pretty good. I'm a big fan. So my army, their whole thing is that they're gonna come up to you, they're gonna beat you up, and then they're gonna spit directly into your butthole. And then boom. They'll give you a little playful tap on the butt, and they'll be like, "Good game." Then they'll send you back to your family. And then at that point, you are afflicted with the Stank ass. Yeah, but the business stuff has been going well. So I think everything as of now is just doing the paperwork and waiting for, like right now we're getting held up by a lawyer thing. But it's not even anything bad. It's just something that has to happen. So I've been feeling okay. Are the fingers supposed to be armor, or is it supposed to be armor? Warriors of Chaos! Ah! They are supposed to be metal. Totally metal. So yeah, life's been okay. I wasn't in a great place last Tuesday, but I'm a lot better now. Anyway, Chris, did you say what your projects for next year were going to be? Let's go. Yeah. Like, what are you thinking of doing? Oh, and tomorrow I get all the girls, other Chris, for Bushido. I didn't think the chick with the cannon was coming out that quick. So my hope is that I will paint whatever the new releases are on stream, like when they come out. That's my hope. So, like, I know that you wanted to, you know, get me painting on their Discord and all that, but that's kind of what I'd like to do. Like, my hope is to, like, you know, paint all of Silvermoon, and then be like, okay, I'm just gonna like keep up with the releases as they come out. I appreciate it. Well, thank you. Well, you know what? It goes without saying that I don't know if enough people tell you, but I appreciate what you've been doing at the shop and all that. Picking up Bushido, and especially like actually running events and stuff like that is the one thing that I've noticed that people just have trouble doing, is just kind of taking up that particular part of the mantle. Should also be green. Yeah, it's a good group of people. Yeah, Webway's great. Honestly, the saddest part about the Webway crew is just that Wilmar can't go there. Like on Tuesdays or whatever. Like that's the only one thing about the Webway thing that bugs me, is that he just can't join us. Obviously, nobody's fault. Just kind of stinks. Hopefully he didn't hear me say that, or he's gonna make fun of me. The wild phenomenal game. Yeah, I know, isn't it? It's really kind of strange how like dedicated a lot of people are. I want to finish 26 with Vanilla Nomad. Oh, the year of 26 with Vanilla Nomad and Corregidor substantially complete. You're going into Corregidor. Okay, that's cool. MGA, Magical Girl Assault, sure. Of course. And my massive backlog of Foundry Old West. Also thinking about getting the boy playing one-page rule. No show. Oh, cool. Which version? Because I know there's a 40K one. There's a fantasy one. Well, I mean, you don't have a car. We've talked about it. You know, like there's ups and downs of you having a car. Like I don't think anybody would be willing to blame you. You like it? No kidding. There's a very good group for it locally. They play every weekend, and there's a couple young. There's like a couple. I guess I say couple. There's one. The guy that is kind of in charge of it, his kid plays. He must be like freshman year. I want to say he's like freshman year kid. Anyway, I can introduce you guys if you need me to. I haven't played with him in a while just because my Sundays have kind of gotten a little kooky. Stellar Matt, you painting? Boy, what are you painting? I wish I was painting. Oh, wait. How was your trip to Japan? Some Bozos. Hell yeah, brother. That's a great choice. The Bozos are great models. I gotta say, I was kind of shocked at how cool some of those models were. Honestly, that should be what I'm painting. I'm going to PAX and I'm not even playing in the Cyberpunk thing. I don't know. I'm kind of just like in a weird holding pattern until. Yeah. Well, of course I remembered, Matt. Listen, Matt, you gotta understand something. I'm a doctor. This is how I literally survive, is remembering things about people. The amount of times I've had a patient come in and they'll be like, "How the hell did you remember that?" And I'm like, "Hey, that's how I get paid, baby." Heck yeah, baby. I really want to go to Japan. That's definitely one of those things I really want to go. Anyway, Chris, if you want help with teaching them how to play one-page rule fantasy, I've been doing it. And I have a couple armies you could even use. Actually, I'm working on one right now. you can use this guy. It's great. It's a really great rule set, especially for like younger people. It's great. But if you need any help with it, I'm more than willing to help. And I still think that we should try some Western games. Like, I think we should try the, that one I sent you where you build a town. I mean, I showed you the guy I got. I mean, I would definitely go in on helping paint some Western boys. We'll take you up on both one-page and one. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm so into Westerns. I'm like, I love cowboys. If we're playing fantasy, though, I have to play the bad guys, because I have vampires, chaos demons, and then I have Bretonnians. Who are the French of the Warhammer Fantasy Universe, who I am constantly told are the bad guys. Hi, Junk. Oh, come here, Junk. Oh, you're just gonna lay down? You're just gonna come in here and lay down? You always tell it when the heater gets turned on because it gets a lot hotter. Okay, so guys, pull up a chair. We're about to go into story time. I have played model games since middle school. Okay. He's gonna want chaos. Oh no. Oh no. Does he want stanky chaos? Because I got a lot of stanky chaos. Also, it's cool to know armies in that game are not very big compared to like Warhammer Fantasy. Spiky chaos. I mean, I guess you would like this, right? That'd be fun to do. No sex in games. Thank you for the follow, YYC Cyberpunk. Welcome. It's Arachne, the podcast. It's Arachne, the podcast. Actually, I think I should be painting bozos myself, because I know I owe them from Mike. I would show you some of the bozos I've done, but none of them are here. Mike has all of them. That bum. Ah. Oh, is this the is this your streaming account? Alright, so Stellar Matt here, he is a, I guess content creator, the right word for Cyberpunk specifically. I'm gonna give him a shout out because he is he seems like a pretty nice guy. I haven't talked to him a whole lot, but every time I've communicated with him, he seems like a great guy. So yeah. When are your stream days? I'm pretty friendly. I like me. Well, I mean, Chris, by the way, he might really dig corn then. I mean, corn, a lot of spikes on corn. Have fun painting banding, though. God. Is my one and only, but I did get Borderlands. I have not tried the Borderlands game yet. It follows kind of a similar rule set, from what I can tell, though. Okay, so it's not nothing regular. Okay, but yeah, if anybody here is interested in cyberpunk content, my boy here is trying to get some stuff going. So if you're interested, go over there and give him a sub. I have made it my life's goal to bring down the monopoly of people only watching GW game stuff. I say as I paint a GW model. I'm just a big poser. But Mr. Stellar here will be on Arachne relatively soon, probably within the next week or two. Of course, there will be a raw, unedited version of the podcast. Because if it's worth doing raw. I tell you what. Give me that raw footage. Oh, it's so nasty. Anyway, so yeah, I've been playing these games since middle school, and I've seen a lot of range and model quality, shall we say. And I played Chaos, Warriors of Chaos, pretty on and off my whole life, right? And so, the original Warriors of Chaos were those like crazy ones with the arms flailing around. I miss those. I was around for the plastic ones where they're like very, like shoulder walking forward kind of thing. And I thought those models were incredible just for like what they were at the time. But these new Warriors of Chaos models are pretty goddamn legit. I gotta say, I don't approve of a lot of things GW does, but their new Chaos stuff has been... It's been nasty. It's been real good. Mr. Torg's arena is pretty similar to Combat Zone, tile-based movement, similar to a limiter. Tokens gear, but it's all PvE, a lot like fighting psychos in the solo co-op mode. So it's more like a co-op game. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. That's a great game to have with play with a girlfriend kind of thing. Thanks for the shout out. Hopefully we can get some regular guests and have some live streams of Combat Zone soon. You know, I gotta say, that's the one nice thing about Combat Zone is that it's not very demanding. It's good because of the fact that you have like such a low model count where it's not like all that difficult to have everything for the most part painted. And the small board size helps with like terrain demands and all that. There are some games that are a real pain in the butt to get to a certain point where if you want to like release it, you know, it has to like look a certain way. But Cyberpunk is not actually that bad. Thankfully, I had a lot of MCP stuff, so I had a lot of like urban terrain that I just had access to. So I might be a bit of an exception on that one. Words of Casper. Although it does have the usual GW problem of like, why did they even put detail on the back of that shield? Who the hell is going to see that? Meow, meow, meow. Also, is anybody here going to Anyone else here that I don't know is gonna go into PAX? Like, yeah, Mr. Matt, you're located in southern United States? Is that where you're located? South? Are you the one that's like in Philly? Great White. Oh, you're Canada. Okay. Okay. Well, congratulations. You're welcome. You did it, dude. You did everything you were supposed to. You did it. In a past life, you must have did something really good. You came back for New Game Plus, and you got a huge buff. Canadian. Not quite British, but not quite French. Canadian.
Give me that gun.
You abandoned me! You abandoned my hatred! I have got look into my eyes!
I admit I was actually kind of surprised how early on in the show that was. I haven't watched much since the last time we talked about it, but for some reason I was thinking that was like a late episode thing, but no, actually it was only like season like 4 or something like that. Like for some reason I thought Brock stopped being their bodyguard way earlier than he did. But he's their bodyguard season 1, 2, and then at the end of 3, I think is when he stops, right? Because that's episode or season 4 is like the Sphinx stuff. Spoiler, by the way, spoiler alert if anybody hasn't watched Venture Brothers yet. Je parle francois. Yeah, dude, that's what I was thinking too. Do you live in Vancouver? As a previously very firm Red Wings fan... Oh, you're Calgary? Okay, I was going to say. I thought we weren't going to be able... You know what? I was about to call it all off. I've also been surprised how early something... Yeah, I know! Like, I was shocked at some of it. I was like, oh my god, I thought this was like way later than it really was. But it's interesting to me how different Brock is between like season 1 and 2. Like in season 1, he doesn't really seem to really like care about anything other than like relations with ladies and killing. But then in season 2, he's kind of like, he actually like seems to care about the boys at least. If you mess with the girl, you get the Hitler, by the way. And then Baron Underbite like disappears for like 2 seasons. And then he doesn't come around again until like the Revenge Society stuff. So much for our anonymity. I am excited. I don't know what I'm gonna do while I'm there, other than just kind of hang out with people, though, Mr. Tizzy. But I am excited to go. Yeah, the difference between season 1 and 2 Brock is like massive. Like a completely different character. But they clearly were like still trying to figure out his role in all of it. I'm glad they made it more interesting other than just murdering womanizer. Yeah, we should be there Friday, Tizzy. We should be there Friday night. And then I think we leave Sunday. Are you excited? I love models that do this. It has like the heads. He's like, hey guys, look what I found. I found these heads. Isn't this cool? You are not excited? Because you gotta hang out with Tim? Is that where this is going? Yeah, 14 drive's not fun. Yeah, how far? I want to say it's like 8 hours for us? Because New York City from where I am is about 4 hours. It's not a 40K model. No, this is a old world model. Can't you tell by the sexy luxuriousness of the shape of the base? Do you see how it's so perfect? You see how it's square? Square base. Wow. Don't you see the sleek lines? Like an 80s Cadillac. Perfect. Philadelphia. I have never seen the Liberty Bell. It's probably because It's probably because I hate America or something. That's probably what everybody's gonna say, but I've never actually seen the Liberty Bell. It is about a 5-hour drive for us. That's not too bad, actually. 5 hours is... Yeah, it's mostly Connecticut. It's mostly the big issue. Because I play Old World. Is he? If it makes you feel better, I never buy my models retail. Just put it that way. I only buy secondhand or like in lots or whatever. Or third party. So like a lot of my stuff is from Mindtaker. Or barter, yep. Well, I'm just talking about GW specifically. Yeah, I haven't really bartered for GW stuff in a while. I do not, because I want GW to die. Yeah, I will fully admit that. Yeah, and you will not make me feel guilty for that. That company is the scum of the earth. Not the employees, mind you, but the top branch of that company can... It has been a positive. You're absolutely correct. but I do think they have some very strong anti-consumer practices. And also, they never seem to punish the correct people for a lot of their bad mistakes. A little bit. Kinda. Yeah. No? Okay. You will not tolerate it. Oh my god. LGW is great.
Here comes your first
That's Buddy Nap. What's up, guy?
Whoa,
Chief, how about you watch where you're walking here?
You pay attention
Where you standing, asshole? Yeah, OGW was great. Dude, I remember those when you could go to each country's individual GW website and they would have different things on them. I used to just absolutely absorb the hobby stuff in those things. Like, they're like, oh yeah, you know, here's how you can make some terrain out of milk cartons or whatever. All they had to do was be like, we just care about the rules a bit. Yeah, right, exactly. The thing is like, I remember, maybe, I don't even know if it's been a full year, but they released something where they were like, hey, and I think it was for Old World, where they were like, this is how you can make some terrain out of, like, stuff laying around your house. And people were like, where the fuck did this come from? When did GW come back? I think it was for Old World. But they were like, yeah, here's how you can, like, save some money. And then I think that, you know, obviously, like, the very next day they were like, oh, hey, here's a guy who built a, you know, a board out of all of our GW. Yeah, dude, those articles were sick. I used to love those things. And then, like, probably shortly afterwards, they were like, okay, hey, this guy built a board out of all of our kits, and one of the buildings in his map that has, like, 17 buildings or whatever is made up of, like, 4 different GW kits, each of which costs like $80. And you're just like, Jesus Christ, where the hell did he get the money for this? I am not rich. I'm not necessarily poor, but there's no way in hell that I could afford to build a single building on my board out of 4 GW kits. There is no way! All GW would have to do in order to get my very guarded love back would be they need to stop acting like they are the in this economy? Yeah, dude, no kidding. They need to stop acting like they are the only model game that exists. As soon as they're, like, able to not be like, hey, you can only buy GW hobby supplies at these, like, ridiculously, like, inflated prices. Hey up, brokey. It's not happening. I'm not gonna do it. I'd rather make my terrain out of milk cartons, or whatever. But, like, yeah, all GW needs to do is stop acting like they're literally the only model game that exists. And then I'd be like, okay, alright, I can get behind this. I mean, Tizzy, I hate
That's you. This is a hard one to get out of. And this video is just one tube of lube and an orgy of evidence.
I sure don't. Why would I make a deal with the devil? It's not worth it. I doubt they would be doing any partnerships anyway, because they're all like, they all have like, they are most assuredly the devil. In this hobby, yes. Like, the way they treat people who do, like, stuff with their stuff on YouTube and stuff, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's true. I will not deny that. But that was a different time, and that was definitely a different GW. And if you think that's a different... If you think that GW is even remotely comparable to the one now, then I think you need to do some soul searching. Alright, Tizzy. You know what? America wouldn't exist without Britain. What do you think of that? Should I get your knickers in a little pent up on that one? So you're saying wouldn't have 40k? That's true. You also wouldn't have 40k without Dune. What else? What's all the other stuff? What Cyber? What is that? Cybermancer or whatever it was called? Like some of the original like cyberpunk stuff. I mean, you wouldn't have Warhammer Fantasy without Tolkien. I mean. If you trace the line back far enough, you bump into Tolkien every time. I didn't know that. I love fried chicken. Fried chicken! Well, because I know it's like haggis and stuff. Oh, actually, Tisdale, you know what? I will give... Is Tolkien British? He's very British, yes. Tolkien is very dead, yes. Yeah, Tolkien was very British, yes. Oh, no. I'm pretty sure Tolkien was knighted, wasn't he? He's also very dead, yes. I mean, he fought in World War I. I mean, yeah, he wasn't no spring chicken. There's a lot of train of thought thinking that the War for the Ring in Lord of the Rings is supposed to be like an analogy for World War I. Anyway, but as I was saying, Tisdale, you are going to gain a point on me, and I'm just going to give it to you now. He would have called it the Great War. Yeah, 100%. He would have called it the Great War. Yeah, he probably would have. Could you imagine back then? 1914? What is this war called? Oh, it's called World War I. Like they knew the second one was gonna come. Anyway, but I am going to be buying that new Marauder box that comes out, and I will buy that retail from my local store. So they did get me there. They have a box for Old World coming out with all new Marauders for Chaos. And I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it retail. Sticker prize. Well, thankfully our store has a bit of a discount. The path of American exceptionalism. Well, you figure America was probably top dog after World War I. Just because of the fact that we were, like, pretty much in position to become the world leading naval power. And, I mean, World War II just cemented it. Back to back, baby. Yeah! Listen, I love America. We've had some bad things. We've had a lot of good things. It's not perfect, but I do love America. Well, World War I ended in 1918? 1918, and then you figure World War II started in, I mean, kind of technically 1938, I guess. I don't know when the Japanese and Chinese started killing each other. I think it was technically 1948. Because it was the Marco Polo Bridge, right? Like the Japanese were like, "Oh, we're gonna cross it over." No, and then the whole thing started. Also, we loaned the British all of the money in theirs. That's kind of true. That is sort of true. About 2,000 years ago. Yeah, the Chinese and the Japanese were, they've never been particularly fond of each other. Yeah, the Marco Polo Bridge incident happened July 1937. 1937. Yeah, they started killing each other, and then they did do the ceasefire. But I know World War II technically started in Asia. The conflict for Asia, blah, blah, blah. The Second Sino-Japanese War on July 7th, 1937. Yeah, which was the Marco Polo Bridge thing. Yeah, so technically World War II started in 1937. A lot of people think it's 1938 because that was when Poland happened. Matt, it happens here a lot. We talk about history here a lot. I am a huge history nerd because I love humans, and I just love learning about why we do certain things. And history is a great way to do it. It's funny, I was at a trivia thing way back when, and the trivia question came out, and it's like, when did the Hindenburg explosion happen? I was like, it's 1937. My partner just like looked at me like, what? It was 2 years before the war. They were just like stunned that I just knew that off the top of my head. Thankfully, it didn't say the day. I don't know the day. I think it was like in July. I'll look it up right now. Hindenburg explosion. It was May. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Sorry, guys. I'll leave. I'm sorry you guys have to be in the same room as me and how stupid I am. I'm so sorry. They started killing, blah, blah, blah. How did you go from GW to history lessons? Because, I mean, history infiltrates everything, especially in GW, because GW just shamelessly steals from it. And then they're like, well, look at all of our original ideas. Like, shut up. Look at Cathay. Does Cathay remind you of anything? Huh? Does it seem like anything in maybe human history the Cathay might seem like? The other country that's not in the game yet, Nippon. I wonder what Nippon means in Japanese. Get some real patriotism. Fight me. You should start every stream with the Pledge of Allegiance to American Badass by Kid Rock. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not particularly fond of Kid Rock and his brand of American patriotism. That's why GW's bad. It's a slippery slope into history lessons. Like, oh no! We'll have to learn! Learning, it burns! Oh, the humanity. Doc won't talk to me about history in person. I only get to chat about it here. Yeah, Kid Rock's a bit of a... He's a bit of a guy, isn't he? He's a bit of a thing. I'll talk to you about it in person. Tizzy, I don't know if you know this or not, we're not really in person a lot of the times. Even when we're in the same place, you're off doing stuff. I'm totally down. I have opinions about all kinds of stuff. Some of them probably would shock you. When we are you don't talk to me, you just want stuff. Tizzy, when have I ever asked you for anything? Other than, like, staying in your hotel this weekend. I think this is the first time I can honestly think of asking for something without some kind of, like, reciprocal thing. I just said that. I already said it. I've painted you the Star Wars stuff. I painted you the Mandalorian, the Boba Fett thing. And then I gave you the... I never said that. Those words literally never left my mouth. Tizzy, I would never want to ask you for anything because I know you're busy. And you already do enough that, you know, I get from. I mean, you do Adepticon. It's like, Christ, that's enough for me. I don't know. You know, reading Tizzy's hard. I once got into a barroom... Oh, I love where this is going. Barroom dispute about the best Byzantine emperor. I mean, it's obviously Justinian the First, right? He's the guy that built the Hagia Sophia. He took the cliche choice, Justinian. Okay, see, there we go. And when it was obviously... Basil! Basil. Basil II Bulkratos. What a tool. I'm not familiar with Basil. Twins Basil! Well, even Emperor Constance or whatever his name was, he was a pretty great leader. A barroom dispute. Well, wasn't the golden age of the Byzantine Empire, that was like when Justinian I was in charge, wasn't it? Like, obviously, there's a lot of factors that go into a golden age. Basil Deuce! Deuce! Oh, damn, nice. What's a golden age? I mean, mostly it's when your country's not being invaded. Because, like, the golden age of America was probably, like, the 50s and 60s. And then probably the 70s. What are the qualifications? Probably increased industrial output. It's probably honestly, if you really wanted a simple definition of it, it's probably a very content and large middle class. Because I think, generally speaking, you can tell how successful a country is by how successful their middle class is. Basil! You can make a case that the golden age of America is 1917 to now. I don't know about now. I think things really started... I think we might have wandered out of it, like, in the Cold War somewhere, I think. It's when you are slaying your enemies and driving them before you, obviously. And you hear the lamentations of their women. Obviously. I mean, I'm not to say that America isn't still, like, obviously a world power, and potentially still the most powerful country on the planet. I think that's probably still safe to say. But I do think that there's a lot of very... I love America. I do think that there are a lot of very interesting parallels between America pre-French Revolution. As you can see, Matt, we get into some topics. These are the best kinds of streams, is when people are throwing this stuff at me. And then we have really low viewer numbers, and I'm like, what do people want? And then Tisdale says something along the lines of that it's because I stink or whatever. I'm here for it. I'm in. I'm all in. You're gonna do great around here. You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great things, kid. And all it did is it took us an hour to base coat 5 models with a single color. That's what we call efficacy, baby. I feel sophisticated. Me too, man. That and when we invent insane hypothetical miniatures game. Yeah, we were talking about I have the notepad for it too. We're thinking about making a miniatures game where there's different gangs of hobos. Of train hobos killing each other. It's like a skirmish game where you play different themed hobos. Yeah. Oh, I still think about Hobo Brawl. It's very similar to Gangs of Rome. The idea in my head, yeah. Which also looks like a pretty decent miniatures game. There's no way in hell I would ever ask anybody to play it with me, but if somebody were to come up to me like, Dylan, do you want to play the Gangs of Rome miniatures game? I'd be like, yeah, I do. I really do. Bum fights the miniatures game, exactly. Except all the, there's going to be, like, some fantasy elements to it. Where there's, like, like an irradiated zone or whatever, and homeless people go in there on, like, ghost trains and stuff. It's going to be sick. That's the Warlord game, right? It is Footsore. There's an Ides of March box. Okay, but they do sell it at Warlord. You have Julius Caesar. Sick. The fantasy part is that the ham sandwich they are fighting over is real. It's magic. Give me a ham sandwich, you big stupid jerkhead. You'd have to make it steampunk. Yeah, there's gonna be there's gonna be some steampunk elements to it for sure. Oh, do they do Saga? Oh, that's cool. I think Saga's another one of those games I've almost jumped into like 1,000 times. You see, the big issue now is there's a lot of games in that sphere, because now you have Baron's War, you got Raid, or Pillage, or whatever it's called. Each fight they win, they grow teeth back to my couple unemployable. It's the next stage in Bum. in Bum Evolution. Did you know who was the most powerful bum? It was Rocky. Nicky called him out. Called him a bum. Good old... I never actually played Lunch Money. When they grow back teeth. Yeah, that's what the upgrade system for that game is. It's just like employable skills. So when they go back to town and give up their hobo lifestyle. Anyway, this is not something I do on the stream very often, but we're gonna do some stippling. So you take a dry brush, you put the color you want to go on there, and then you just start stabbing. Not that we're paying attention to the painting anymore, but you know. And then by the end of it, it's going to look like this, just as an example. So there's going to be quite the transition. Tizzy, I know. Are these ever chosen? No. They are... these are called the Stank Boys. They're led by Jarl Stankass. Tizzy, I'm just gonna bring it... I'm just gonna say it. I'm hoping you were joking when you said that all I do is ask you for things. I hope to goodness that you were joking. Because if that's how you feel, then I need to change something. Bring it up old shit. Because I'm gonna feel bad. Was your intention to make me feel like crap? Why are you bringing up old shit? I was gonna say something snapped. Yeah, that is one thing I will recommend if you do this kind of stuff is if you are poking, there might be some stuff that gives out. So just be careful. I can, if you want me to. But if the government asks, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I painted the new cane in my, he's in my paint case right now. I was painting the new Signar. Yeah, I was looking at it earlier today. It looks great. I was a huge fan of the new Thunderhead or whatever his name is, the Signar one. Yeah, the new Death Jack looks pretty good. It's way better than Mr. Waffle Iron, like way back in the day. the new one's the one with the... Yeah, he's like got the big hand. Yeah, his hands actually look kind of scary. Do I want to paint yours? Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, that is going to take forever. I can be convinced. I think I probably could be convinced. I don't think I'd ever buy it for myself, so if I paint it for you, that means I can say I painted it. I don't know if that's one I could do for free, though. That thing is big. That's a big model. When is this supposed to come out? I know you didn't. Have they actually announced when those 4 Super Heavies are coming out? Oh, you already have it? Oh, no shit. Yeah, bring it with you to PAX. Give it to me there. I don't know where on my timeline I can do it. So, you're cool. You are cool. I'll give you full credit there. I don't know where it's going to fit on my timeline because there's a couple things I have to make sure I finish for Firelock. But I'm sure I could work on him on and off stream. You went to Lock and Load? That's cool. It's a really good looking model. Yeah, all 4 of them look great. I think the Behemoth one is probably the one I like the least just because it's like the track feet thing. But I remember the old Behemoth. The old Behemoth with his like little tiny legs. Giant massive body. Oh Jesus. Gotta love War Machine in their proportions. Anyway, as you can see, as you slowly stab your model repeatedly with a brush, he becomes less blue. Yeah, the things I know I have to finish are I gotta finish up some stuff. Hopefully, I think Chris's stuff should be done by then. And I have to make sure I do some stuff for Firelock, and I have to paint a Malifaux thing for a Florida buddy of mine. I gotta paint the new Seamus, this thing. Nah, Tizzy doesn't come to the cons up here in the Northeast. Not yet, anyway. Lock and Load is like Missouri or something, isn't it? Yeah, if you come up here for a con, I probably wouldn't recommend Captain Con. I would probably say Everwinter is probably a better first Northeast con. Captain Con's got some nice spots, but I think Everwinter's kind of become the more like big local con up here. Yeah, and the fact that it happens a month before it, yeah, that doesn't help. Because this year it's in January. Because I think Captain Con's earlier this year than it usually is. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Captain Con is really good for War Machine. That is actually 100% correct. Have you been playing War Machine, Tizzy? I thought you were mostly focusing on Legion. I really like the new edition. I think it's great. Me? Yeah, I go to Adepticon. There's no argument. Every employer I've ever had, I'm saying, there's going to be this weekend, there's going to be this week in March where I'm not going to be here, so you might want to plan accordingly. Yeah, my new boss coming up, he's a bit of a prick though, so he might give me problems. Are you looking forward to going? Am I looking forward to going? Adepticon is one of the things that keeps me excited to be in the hobby. I will say, if anybody ever asks me, like, oh, hey, what con should I go to? There is no hesitation. I tell them Adepticon. I resisted it for years. I wanted to go multiple times, because I used to listen to Carl from Independent Characters, and he used to go on and on about how he loved going there. This is way before I met Tizzy. I would agree with Tizzy on that. Yeah, there's not a lot of room for argument on that one. It's definitely it's the best con. End of sentence. But me and my friends, we kept going to a Gen Con instead. And I eventually finally went to Adepticon. How many times have I been there now? 3 years ago? Yeah, Tizzy's very biased, yeah. He's the definition of biased for Adepticon, for sure. I am not. I have been to a lot of different cons, and I can say truthfully that there is really no contest. Having been to pretty much all of the big ones, I have not been to Historicon yet. I know I would really enjoy Historicon, but that one is a bit more of an applied taste. I've been to a lot of local ones. I've been to a lot of big ones now. Probably as far as like big ones go, I haven't been to Essen. Essen Spiel or whatever, the German board game one. I've been to the PAXs. I've been to Gen Con. Yeah, I can truthfully say that Adepticon is the one that has become like the one that I go to. There's really no point in discussing it. You're very welcome. It's very candid. No script needed. Like, the other cons are good. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Gen Cons is okay. Like, I think Gen Con is fun. I thought LVO was not my bag. LVO was in my opinion. I've been to ACO. ACO is They're more like tournaments. You know, you go there to, like, win the game. But, like, the thing that really makes Adepticon stand out is that when you go there, it feels very all hobby inclusive. It's like, when you go to Adepticon, you're not going to Adepticon to win, like, a best painted. If you kind of get my... I mean, there are, like, best painteds and stuff like that. Like, people go there winning that kind of stuff. But, like, you don't go there... Or I don't think of it as, like, the place you go to, like, win a painting contest or whatever. But, like, if you go to Adepticon, there's, like, the team events, which are, like, a big thing. There's a lot of spirit stuff. There's the Armies on Parade thing, which got expanded to all games, at least a couple of years ago. What else? Or maybe it was last year or whatever, but... There's just, there's a lot of celebration of the hobby as a whole, as opposed to just the gaming part of it. If that makes sense. Any kind of negative I have to say about it is purely not related to, like, anything that's fixable. Like, the new building that it's in Milwaukee, the convention center is nice and all that, but the fact that the entrances are, like, on the far ends of it, and then there's, like, those doors in the middle that are underneath, like, the sky bridge. I'm like, damn it, just let me in. I'm so tired of walking all the way to the end. But that's not, like, fixable. That's just me. If you go, you will be sleep deprived. I'll tell you that right now, because there's just a lot to do. Yeah, very much so. And then, like, that's the reason why, because, like, to me, the miniatures wargaming hobby has three components. There's the gaming part of it, the painting part of it, and also, like, building, if you want to include that. And then there's what I call, like, the lore / spirit part of it, where it's like people come in costumes or people do themes, like the narrative part. And I think that Adepticon was one of the first places I've ever seen you go there. And then I think the Armies on Parade thing, is that what it's technically called, Tizzy? Is the thing where everybody puts their stuff out, is that called Armies on Parade, or does it have a different name? But whatever it's called, there's a lot of, like, spirit aspect to it, because people will go there with, like, a themed board. The Army Showcase, yeah, that's what it's called. But, like, there are people there who will build, like, these, you know, game boards that are, like, the size of cities. There's one where there's, like, the different layers of hell and stuff like that. It's pretty wild. And then there's, like, the Age of Sigmar ones and the 40k ones are pretty crazy. In that, like, the Age of Sigmar ones, there was, like, an invasion of the realm of heaven and stuff like that, where there's, like, floating rocks and stuff. Is fucking crazy. Yeah, if it's your first time going, you're gonna be shocked at what you see. My one complaint is that the Firelock stuff is not in the main hall. That's my big complaint. I want Blood and Plunder to be a mainline, a mainline game. You know what, Tizzy? I'm calling my favor in. Make it happen. I only want things from you. I want you to put Firelock more prominent position. In all honesty, if I had something to say that I wasn't, I was more concerned about, it is that the historical game part is very hidden. Because you have to go up, like, a specific set of staircases and stuff to it. And again, it's not like that's, like, specifically planned, or, like, where else are they gonna go, or whatever. But I do think that it's very... Oh, no. A girl's here to make fun of me. Oh, God. Oh, no. I'm retreating back into my shell. I gotta go, guys. Nerd! Yeah, I do think that the historical gaming part of the con I think it's impossible to, like, wander into. Because, like, one of the cool things about the con is you just kind of wander around and, like, just look into the rooms or whatever. But in order to find the area with all the historical stuff, you gotta, like, go up a specific staircase. Or you gotta go on the second floor, you gotta go to a specific escalator and or staircase, go up another escalator or staircase. And then you have to go all the way down a hallway, and then take a left, and then it goes into this, like, really big room. We're talking about Adepticon. And based on, like, what I saw, I'm not sure where else they could put it. Like, maybe they could give, like, a hallway to them or something. I don't know. It's obviously, like, above my pay grade. But that was the one thing I was just like, okay, I wish this was in a different spot, but again, I'm not entirely sure there is a solution to that. Hey, Lotus, I'm painting that stuff you paint. It's an Age of Sigmar model. It's got a square base, though, don't tell anybody. Don't tell GW. Yay! Yeah, I painted up this boy. I mean, you paint Skaven, so you're a bit of a Nurgle worshiper yourself. You're doing it wrong! It's wrong! I think it came out pretty good. It's wrong! What's hip? PAX is this weekend. We'll see you there. How many days are you going for, Lotus? Are you going for the whole weekend, or are you just going there for a day? Well, you did a painting submission, so you'd have to go there for the whole weekend, right? You're going for the weekend. Okay. Hey, same as us. I just want to get a little green behind these shields. Mr. Matt, thank you very much for joining us, sir. I hope to see you more often in the stream. I think you get along here great. Yeah, then you get to see me crying in a corner. Why are you crying? Never go into a painting contest expecting to win. I'm going to put it that way. Bye, Matt. The thing is, with painting contests, it is such a difficult to objectively look at certain models kind of contest. I have lost painting contests that I have won. Like, hand over fist. I know that I won. And yeah, we finished this guy. He's a native boy. He stole that sword. I'm far from expecting anything. But that also goes both ways, though. So you might go there and you'd be like, there's no way I'm going to win. And then you walk away with the gold. You're like, oh. Also, anyone paying attention, I'm just using Monument Hobbies green. Doing the same thing, we're just stippling. I think actually the timing is going to work out great. By the time I'm done with this, is probably around when the stream's going to end. That I have no doubt. Yeah, a convention's not a great place to go to be to be chaste. This is when you're going to start to notice the armor starts going neon. Since we have such a really great laid down area of like delicious dark, now when we start slapping bright on it, it's really going to like poke out. I can see that. I think bases are important, though. I mean, I can say with 100% certainty that there's a reason one of the models won the Worthy 1 year over another was it was an argument of basing. Well, don't say that. You never know. The way I say it, don't go in expecting it, but if you win something, great. I agree bases are important, but I am of the opinion that the work on that goes into the mini itself should be rated higher. I mean, yeah. I guess because I guess you could say the argument is that with basing, you have a better, like, maybe atmosphere is the word I'm looking for. The runner-up got, I think, was due to the overall mini and the base work I did. Right, at the end of the day, the whole percentage goes a long way. Yep, naturally. But basing is a whole skill of its own. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And I find it funny that there's a lot of people out there when they paint models, they'll say it's done, and then they got a black base. And I'm like, bro, you still got, like, half of the model to go. What are you doing? I would say in a lot of ways, basing might be one of my. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite parts, but I adore basing myself. My basing is butts. You still got time, man. Basing's easy to fix. You know, do you need any grasses or anything like that? I got tons of them. I can run some over if you need to. What's the big deal? Just throw some static grass down. Boom, you're done. Dude, static grass on a black base absolutely drives me insane. If I see that, I will physically vomit. It makes me feel so disgusting. And just to put it into perspective, that is what that layer of green will do. It makes a staggering difference. But you still get like that delicious blue undertone from the jade. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not gonna be a happy customer if you show me that. It's legitimately disgusting. I am genuinely appreciative of anything that somebody does hobby-wise. If they put something in front of me, I will find something about it that I like, and I'll be sure to tell you. But if you show me a model with a pure black base with glued-on static grass, oh, I'm going to call it out. And I'm going to be unproductively helpful. Like, you know how some people like don't like the word moist or whatever, they hear the word and it makes them feel gross? That's what that does to me. Gonna add a butt of picks to the whips. You're ruining your own models if you do it. Well, that's all I'm saying. It's like, you're gonna do it... People will do it to get to me. But you're ruining your own model. Also, Kara was very insistent that I tell you that she really did try to go to PAX. Because she wanted to see you. She said that when I bump into you at PAX, she's like, please tell her I tried. As I've said ad nauseum, you are more than welcome to come to our place. You and the hubby. See, that's one of the advantages you have when you play a game. It's like it makes excuses to come up. So it's like if you played AOS, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, our local tournament or whatever." Like you could come up for that and then stay at the place and do all the extra stuff, but you've been very selective. Warrior of Chaos! Ah! I probably am going to end the stream around 10:30 just because tomorrow I got to make sure I'm ready. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tomorrow. And I got to do some picture taking for the night. Boo. Boo. Do you even hang out that long? Don't you usually leave around 11? Maybe. Maybe. Meh. Meh. You know, I just realized that since Visit's not gonna go to Adepticon, he can't make me make a bet where I dress as a maid. Unless you both go to Nova. I'd like to go to Nova. Nova is not that far from me. It's like just out of reach. It's like just a little too far. Hey, if they do their BMP event, we'll be there. I don't know what me and him would even play, though. He doesn't play BMP, and again, he's another one of those people. He doesn't really play anything. He just paints. If you do go, the plan is to do Dapper Nova for a day. Dapper? What is Dapper Nova? Is that like a pub crawl? Dressing dapper. I mean, I could do that. You know, believe it or not, I have an outfit that's not me as a maid. Or look at like a, you know, a generic nerd. I do have a suit. You know, for doctoring things. You mean you actually not be a nerd for a night? It is possible if there's enough. If there's enough. What's the right word? Not compensation. What am I looking for? If there's enough. I don't know. When you like tempt somebody with something, I can't think of the word. I can do whatever I want. Okay. I have been meaning to switch over all of my paint caps for my most used paints for a while now, and I just keep forgetting to do it. I have you know, Lotus, I can be quite the gentleman. Compare those. You do that, alright? You do that. But I guess you're gonna have to wait till Nova. Stipplin', boom, bang, blammo. And you see that right there? That's what I'm talking about. Look at it. Isn't it glorious? Glory be! Oh, you weren't here when we first started talking about stuff, Lotus, but I got these models. I got this, like, French pirate lady, and she was a Kickstarter exclusive thing that came with these. It's a little baby cannon. Look at these little tiny cannons. Look how cute they are. They're so small. Little baby, little chibi cannons. Little chibi cannons. Interesting is a word for it. Yeah, how about adorable? They are now. They're definitely going to be in my game now. I am the Lord of the Stank. Ready for PAX? No. I'm not. I don't think I'm actually playing anything at PAX. I think I'm literally just going. Just very unlike me. Yeah, none of the games I play are there. I want to see tiny little cannons! I mean, they'll be ready for Nova, hopefully. I mean, here's a crazy idea. Play Blood and Plunder. I mean, like I said, that's ultimately the question. We want to. I don't think next year is going to be a money issue, as it was this year. As long as this business thing goes well, I don't think that'll be an issue. You know, fingers crossed on that one. If I can't afford to go to Nova, then we have some other. Then I have some other issues that are a little bigger than not being able to go to Nova. Hey, that looks good. I love that. There's always a couple of historical cons my mate can always go to. Oh, I would love to go to Historicon. Because you live Virginia area. Because I know there's at least a couple I think we talked about this, right? Where, like Historicon and all that happens like in Gettysburg area, doesn't it? Which is like the Pennsylvania area. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, girl, if you tell me when those things are going on, if I got enough time, I'll go. Something that always gets me is like I don't know when Historicon's going on, and then that's when I see the messages. It's like it's happening in like 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, there's just no way. Yeah, I remember us talking about this. Yeah, I would go to those for sure. I would go there, play games. You and Kara would go like French kiss or whatever it is that girls do. I admit, I didn't learn about what girls do in books or anything, so I don't know what I don't know what you guys would go do. Yeah, you let me know for sure. Let me tell you something these boys love. These boys love Nurgle. Nurgle loves them. I mean, you don't necessarily go to the historical things, do you? I mean, I know you like just painting in general, but I mean, are you even remotely interested in historical games? I don't think that's the one that people usually wander towards. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, obviously. I would assume so, because I imagine most stores can't survive off of selling only historical stuff, so they'd have to sell like Warhammer or whatever. Especially with the rise in 3D printing stuff, I'm sure a lot of those stores are just selling anything that'll sell. Decapitation. Oh, well, that's good. Well, I know that Duncan was actually a pretty big historical gamer himself. I think that's how we got started, technically. He's got an interview with my boy Taylor, where he does go into it a little bit. It's definitely been making its way around. I have yet to actually use any of it. I'm so tied in with Monument Hobby stuff, it's almost like I'm kind of scared to use other stuff. I have to expand my horizons. It was my first time at the con in Gettysburg, yeah. I bet that was fun, though. Historicon, I've always imagined is probably a good con to get started at. It's like not small necessarily, but it's not necessarily like too big. Historical gaming is, you know, relatable because you're like, oh yeah, Army Man. And then right next to it, there's like an Army Man game, except it's like, oh yeah, it's Rourke's Drift, but instead of Zulus, it's like zombies or whatever. You know, it's always like some kind of historical adjacent thing. Yeah, I think historical cons have always been a blast. Well, that doesn't seem very nice. It was tiny and spread out. Well, that doesn't seem very helpful. I wonder why they did that. Very odd. Alright, now we're gonna do a twick. A twick. I'm gonna take some of that warm yeller. And we're gonna use my thumb as a palette. Not that we haven't already been doing that. So we're gonna take a little bit of that yeller. We're gonna mix it in with the green. And very lightly, we are gonna just dab it. Oh, so lightly. Well, I guess that's kind of a good problem to have in some ways. I don't know, because it kind of has a bad impression, right? Because if people go there and they're like, oh yeah, this isn't very well managed because of the fact that it's spread out between two cons or whatever. I think you always run the risk of like people not coming back, and then you have too much space because people are like, oh well, you know, I didn't want to go because there wasn't a room or whatever. It's funny how those little issues pop up. And then there you go. You take a little bit of that pure yellow and you dab it on there, and you can see again, you get a little bit more sharper image. Well, you know, I will take that into consideration, though. I definitely want to go to the historical cons, especially since they're not really that far. Oh, okay. So they split it between gaming and shopping. Okay, well that's not that bad. He's glowing, boys. He's glowing with the power of chaos. So, are you going to be playing board games with us at PAX this weekend? I figure a good chunk of Saturday I'm just going to be wandering the hall and then play some... Oop, God. Pushed a little too hard there. It's definitely a board game convention. So there's like just a lot of companies doing board game stuff. There's definitely a secondary focus on miniatures, though. There's a lot of people there are going to be selling stuff. There's a little bit of an artist alley. I don't think the floor takes that long. It's a good size. It's definitely not small, but it's not like I don't know how big Nova is.
What this means is if you take your time and plan things out and make sure that you are set up to perform that job as flawlessly as you can, you're going to have a much better result.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely get it done in a day.
The worst thing you can do is rush through something and then take 3 times as long as you need to because you have to troubleshoot all these weird issues. And what's even worse than that is you end up with lingering doubts as to whether your workmanship is good. So don't be that person. Take your time and really enjoy the process as much as you can, and try to make the product as perfect as you can. Then you'll be able to rely on this thing for years to come.
Look at that. Perfect timing. Coming up on 10:30. Well, you know what? I'm very excited to finally meet you there in person, Mrs. Lotus. Out of all the VTubers, you definitely are the one that gets out the most.
Then you'll be able to rely on this thing for years to come.
Somebody. Oh, Shiny Mew. Right, you know who she is. She like finished that model based on a VTuber's like it's not the right word. The fursona, whatever. I don't know if the avatar, I guess. That's what you need. You need to get yourself a avatar model. Even though for the most part, I think it's just like your avatar's pretty much just you. I think, right? I imagine that's what you look like. In a dress. Yeah, you touch grass, I think, a lot more than some of the other VTubers, that's for sure. Even Barb. I'm a little worried about Barb sometimes. Yeah. Oh, so was the model her avatar? It was like a succubee or something like that. A succubus. I was just saying, because I'm pretty sure I've seen Shiny in... that was a model from Twin Goddess. Got it. I don't think I'm familiar. So you're the most connected out of us too. You know what? Not only do you see grass every once in a while, but you're also the one that keeps track of everybody. Are you Twitch Mom? You guys don't see the dirty side of what we do. The dirty side of keeping a clean brush. You might be. Yeah, I think you might be. If you're not yet, you're definitely getting there. Make sure you throw it past visit. Visit's probably the most popular VR painter, if I had to guess. For model gaming, anyway. If he's not the most popular, he's damn close, I'd imagine. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Because, I mean, he gets groups of... He could get a crowd of like 30 or 40 people. I'm like, holy crap, man. Really putting it away. Good for him. I'm happy for him. I do think streaming in the middle of the day helps. And being more approachable than me, for sure. The people come in here and I'm talking about history and rating U.S. presidents. And they're like, okay, well, I don't want to be involved with this. Anyway, I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed. I really hope I'm not sick again. Because I feel like that bone tiredness. I'm like, oh no. I don't want to go through this again. And I've been careful about where I've been putting my fingers. But guys, thank you very much for joining me. Did some real basic stuff today, but it was fun. Had a great conversation today. Holy crap, man, we were going there for a while. But I do love you guys. I love you, Lotus. I will see you this weekend. There'll probably be a stream on Thursday. But if not, I will. If you don't come in, I will see you this weekend. Yeah, but message me, anybody on here who wants to meet at PAX, if you're going to be there. I'll be there at PAX Unplugged. It's a great time. I'm always down to meet people who enjoy the stream. Fans, I guess. Fan's the word. But yeah, I need to sleep. Because I'm exhausted. So I will talk to you guys later.